Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to look at the crippling offensive rebounds that the Clippers gave up in Wednesday's loss. The Clippers had a problem with giving up offensive rebounds in this game, and primarily against DeAndre Ayton. Early on, we see Ayton set a nice little cross screen that's going to allow Bridges to flare to the screen. Ayton then sets a screen for Paul at the top and a pin down for Booker. Booker's going to come down here and get a wide open three, and Ayton is going to slip to roll to the rim. As we pause it here, we're going to see that Ayton is wide open, rolling to the rim with no one trying to box him out. Ayton's then able to out-jump everyone for the rebound and go up with the easy putback. The Clippers have to do better overall here. The biggest problem for the Clippers in the second half, specifically, was offensive rebounds. They were able to force Phoenix into several misses, but then wouldn't finish the possession with the last thing that you need, which is to rebound the basketball. And they primarily got killed by players that they shouldn't get killed by. One of them was Cam Payne, another was Torrey Craig. They did get killed by Ayton, but that can happen. But you can't allow that if you're the Clippers. Payne comes down here. This is a very tough shot by Payne. This is the shot you want to force. Rondo comes down too far. It allows Payne to get this offensive rebound. All five Clippers are below the free throw line. Payne gets it back, misses, rebounds with a tap, and knocks it in for Phoenix. It's not like the Clippers got blown out in this game either. Yes, it's an 8-point game here with 2:40 to go in the third, but they're still in this. All they need to do is get defensive rebounds, get some full stops, and they'll be fine. Rondo's anchored down to help here as the secondary defender on Booker. Booker reads it and swings it. We're going to end up noticing that Batum's going to stunt and retreat back to his man in the corner. As the shot goes up, we see Ayton is being boxed out by Paul George and Reggie Jackson. But Ayton, that's not enough to stop him. You know, he's able to tip this offensive rebound to himself. He's going to kick it out to the back to the top, and we're going to end up seeing Booker drive to the rim. George is late to the position, sliding, and it's a blocking foul and 2 shots for Devin Booker at the line. Just having good defensive fundamentals, good defensive communication, you can actually stop a lot of this. It's a 4-point game. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. I almost said the fourth quarter, excuse me, but it's the third quarter. 4-point game with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Just get some stops and you'll be fine. Booker has the ball in isolation against Batum, crosses over. He gets Batum leading too far the wrong way. He's going to come downhill. Rondo is pointing at Morris to stay home. Stay home and don't leave Torrey Craig open in the corner. Craig's then going to back cut here, which is going to be able to catch the Clippers off guard. He misses, but Booker's there for the easy putback. These are the types of miscommunications that can't happen. Another way to prevent offensive rebounds, good boxing out fundamentals. You got to box out here. Torrey Craig's going to run up to set a screen, but instead he's going to slip it. And as he slips it, you're going to see 2 Clippers defenders go with them. Ball goes to the wing, where he knows Batum realizes he has to close out. Now, Batum's one of your best rebounders, and him not being there, it's a little bit of a problem. Terrence Mann does not box out against Torrey Craig. Craig's going to out-leap him, get to the ball first to tap it. He ends up winning this offensive rebound. He goes back up. He misses. Second jump is way better than everybody else's. Tips it in, and the Clippers are in trouble. Just box out, and a lot of your problems go away because you can draw over the back fouls. You can draw all sorts of things. Just box out. Always box out. Find a body. Get in position. Box them out. It's really that simple sometimes. All right, 5-point game, 5 minutes. Jackson's going to swing over to try to provide some help to get the ball out of Booker's hands. He does. This is a great slot cut here. This slot cut's going to open up the weak side corner. Shot's going to go up. We're going to notice Kennard boxed out Ayton. However, no one boxes out Cam Johnson. They're just standing there, and Johnson's able to tap the ball back. This is able to recycle the ball for Phoenix for another possession, and now the Clippers are well and truly in some trouble. Paul's going to attack George being way too upright on defense, gets downhill to the rim, and this is a very nice finish at the rim. All right, final possession that we're looking at. Clippers down 7, minute and a half to go. Mikal Bridges runs up to set a screen. Instead, he's going to slip this screen, and by slipping the screen, it forces the switch with Morris onto Paul, which is the matchup that Phoenix wanted. I understand people are going to point to this possession as the one that the Clippers lost the game. It is not, though, but we'll see why in a second. Rondo's anchored pretty far away from Booker. Paul finds him, but great recovery by Rondo to force Booker into a very tough shot. This cut, this dive to the rim by Johnson is the problem. Because as Johnson comes down, he gets into better defensive rebound position than Batum and actually gets the offensive rebound. Now the Clippers are well and truly screwed. Again, because this is wasting way too much time defensively to get themselves back into the game. Another late shot clock situation. Chris Paul's just going to take the long-range three over Morris. This is good defense. However, Ayton is being boxed out somewhat by Batum, and he just uses his raw athleticism against the small lineup to get another offensive rebound. The Clippers just could not get a rebound down the stretch in the fourth quarter, in the second half, when they needed it. That's what did them in. Rondo is now pretty far anchored at the elbow, way away from where Mikal Bridges is. Paul's going to read that, and he finds Bridges, hits him. Rondo fouls Bridges on the three. The Clippers just could not get defensive rebounds.